tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us ready to buy to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software $100 and starting pricing for high-end software $500. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Tariq Nasheed, and I'm inviting you to the Foundational Black American Expo going down May 27th, 2023, right here in the beautiful city of Dallas, Texas. This is an event you don't want to miss. It's going down at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, and this is an empowerment event that you can invite the whole family to. We're going to have seminars and workshops that discuss things like business development, education, health and wellness, self-defense, and some of you businesses out there, we have vending opportunities where you can promote your businesses. Plus, we're gonna have so many phenomenal speakers and guests. We got people like Dr. Boyce Watkins, who's coming down, Professor James Small, Sister Vicky Dillard, Riza Islam, Dr. Kaba Kamene, Ben X, Jahudi Mayad Ra, Erica Lachey, Red Pill, Blue Pill, so many people. So yo, get your tickets now at FBAExpo.com. That's FBAExpo.com. We will see you here.
That's my bad boy.
Yeah. Come on. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tariq Radio. I am your gracious host. I am Tariq Nasheed. I'm glad to have everybody in the building. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, and we're ready to make it do what it do. Let everybody know that we're live right now, family. Let everybody know that we are live right now in your ear hole, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's going to be a doozy today. We're going to chop it up heavy. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button and hit that retweet button to let everybody know that we're live. And while everybody's taking their time to pile in the room, let's get that real quick commercial break out the way so when I come back, we can jump right into the game because we got a lot to talk about as far as a lot of the political posturing that's going on right now, family. So listen, don't move a muscle. We will be right back right here on Tariq Radio.
Listen up, squares. You need to get the legendary book on game, The Art of Mackin, by author Tariq Kingflex818, available on Amazon right now. Can you dig it? This book has been a bestseller for 20 years, Jack, and the New York Times called it a classic. That means it's out of sight. So this book ain't for no lames who ain't trying to learn the game. Jive turkeys. So if you're ready to stop slacking in your mackin', get the Art of Mackin' book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble right now, sucker. Rated PG. That stands for plenty of game, jive chumps.
Have you been feeding your skin quality ingredients? Are you dealing with any type of skin condition such as eczema, hyperpigmentation, body acne, or discoloration? Here at Joy House Essentials, our Triple Whip Shea Butter is 100% handmade and whipped to perfection, guaranteeing results you will see and feel instantly. Give your skin the nourishment it deserves and stop using harmful, chemical-based products today. You can find us at www.thejoyhouseshop.net or give us a follow on Instagram at JHEShop. Joy House Essentials. Let's elevate together.
What's up, family? You guys need to check out this cookie company out of Houston, Texas called The Cookie Confidant. Man, they sell these beautiful, delicious, huge cookies right out of Houston, Texas, man. And the brother has been in business since 2017. And I've tried these cookies, man. They are bomb, bomb, bomb. Very delicious. My personal favorite are the chocolate chip pecan cookies, man. They are bomb. Y'all need to go to cookieconfidant.com to get these cookies. Black-owned company, man. They got chocolate chip peanut butter cookies, white chocolate cookies with sprinkles, man. So anything you like in a cookie, they got it. So again, go to cookieconfidant.com. That's cookieconfidant.com. Family, are you tired of not getting the credit you deserve at work? Are you fed up with office politics? Are you being sabotaged by coworkers? Do you wish there was a way to solve problems in the workplace? Well, if so, look no further than the new book, A Black Man's Guide to Working in Corporate America by our brother Ken Woods. It's a comprehensive guide on how to navigate through the workplace, and it provides suggestions, strategies, and other ways to solve problems that you might encounter. A Black Man's Guide to Working in Corporate America, available right now on Amazon. Get your copy right now.
Bro, stop playing and start spraying. Leave an op on the ground where you stand. At all costs, yeah, make sure you protect it. Ogun juice, the formula been tested. You can defend yourself. If you find that you need a little help, gotta stay ready. Ain't no love in the street. Pepper spray straight to the face, make them get weak. Get it at ogunjuice.com. If they thinking you slipping, then tell them to come get them some. If you packing this, you won't be lacking. A shot to the eye in them problems you having. Maximal strip, hit them haters on ground, so you can feel free when you out in the town. Ogun juice, and don't forget a shark, man. You gotta stay ready. That evil on alert. Yeah.
Okay. You are now tuned into the legendary OG. Tariq Nasheed.
I want to apologize to all my friends.
On Tariq Radio.
Where is Tariq getting all this cash?
Oh, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're back. We're back. Glad to have y'all tuning in, man. Oh, we're here. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Yes, we are. A lot of stuff we got to talk about on today's broadcast. Let me see. A lot of folks coming in the room already. Shout out to you guys. You know what? Let me join the family. You know what? Let me hop on camera with the family. Let me do that. Let me let y'all see me. Boom. Let me do that. Let me just not let y'all hear me. Let me hop on camera with the family to let y'all see how I'm living right now. I'm living good. Okay, you guys can hear just fine, right? The sound is good, because I saw a couple of people say they couldn't hear. Okay, it's sounding good on my end so far. So, shout out to the, first of all, let me say this. The FBA Expo coming to Dallas. Hope you got your tickets for the FBA Expo coming to Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. Get your tickets right now. Oh yeah, y'all like the FBA hairline, you know, making it do what it do. Let me lotion myself up while I'm on camera with you guys. Yeah, I got to, you know, I do the preppy shirt thing, the top button swag. Yeah, I do the preppy thing because, you know, I'm running the museum and I'm in and out of the museum. I'm looking like a museum guide now. Yeah, I got to kind of prep it up a little bit. I got to do the button downs now. You know, I got to be professional. I have a staff and you dig? So, you know, I don't want to walk around in suits all day. Sometimes I rock the suit, but, you know, I have a staff and I have, you know, children coming into the museum every day, families coming in every day. So, you know, I try to give a presentable look. You know, I want to be encouraging to the kids, you know? Yes, and y'all need to come to the Hidden History Museum if you have not. If you are in LA, the address is 2131 Jefferson Boulevard, ladies and gentlemen. You come on down to the Hidden History Museum. Do you know it's free to get in, guys? You guys can just come on down. You know, you have to pay to get in. Come on down, guys. Come down to the Hidden History Museum Monday through Friday, 11 to 4. You dig? Come on down and enjoy it and bring the kids. The kids love it. It's something that's very empowering to children when they see something that we have built in the community. That goes a long way with the kids, man. I'm telling you, stuff like that goes a long way when they see us owning something like that and they get to see those type of empowering and positive images of themselves. I'm telling you, that goes a real long way with these kids. And a lot of folks are bringing their babies down there, and I really, really appreciate that. School tours, we're working out that now. There's some schools hollering at us now about that. Absolutely. We are absolutely doing that. Yes, indeed. We are doing the school tours. Yes, we are. And people, I'm like, people are bringing their children in every day. I'm like, and I appreciate y'all bringing the kids, but I'm like, how come these kids ain't in school? Because y'all bring the kids in the middle of the day. I'm like, okay, shouldn't this kid be in school somewhere? But sometimes y'all might be visiting from out of town. I don't know. I don't ask questions. Yeah, but and I appreciate y'all bringing the babies there to the thing. You dig? Oh, man. Loving this thing. Yeah, no, because it's traffic. Traffic is a beast, man. We doing an 11 to 5. Traffic is a beast out here. We're going to probably later on start having it open on the weekends. We're going to start doing that pretty soon. Also, man, we're going to be doing some nighttime events too. We're going to have a comedy night on Wednesday starting in a couple of weeks. Where my comedians out here in L.A., all my L.A. comedians, up-and-coming comics, if you got the skills, holla at me so we can get you on. We got a great audience who come through. Also, I want to do the poetry slam thing. I'm trying to get some more vibes on that because a lot of people have been hitting me up about doing a poetry slam thing for the museum. So my brothers out here in LA, you promoters out here, holla at me, man. Let me know where we can find some good poets out here. You dig? Let me know so we can get something going. All right. Oh, so everybody's coming on in the room right now. Everybody's coming on in the room. Listen. Oh, before I get started, comics at a museum. Yeah. Yes, comics at a museum. Yes, we have a comedy night at a museum. Yes, what the hell? Where's my brother Dwan B? Shout out to Dwan B. Dwan, hit me up today. Let me know. We got to talk later today, Dwan. I just talked to Dwan the other day, and Dwan is going to be doing some stuff with us. And Dwan, hit me up later on today. Thank you. You said I look very handsome. Thank you, ma'am. And I hope that's a ma'am there. I hope that's a woman saying that. If it's a dude, nigga, going somewhere. But if it's a woman, shout out to you, beloved. Oh, cool. Good looking out, Dwan. Good looking out. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the comedy joint every Wednesday night. My man Dwan is gonna be hosting. You guys don't want to miss that. Oh yeah, we got the museum is popping. It's gonna continue to pop. Yeah. Just have a game night at the, you know what? And we're trying to figure out some things because a lot of kids like coming up there. We're trying to figure out some big events to do with the kids too. We're trying to figure out, so y'all throw me some ideas. I know for Halloween we're going to do something, but I'm talking about doing something on a regular basis, like big events for kids. You know? But I'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that a little bit later. But listen. Oh, there's so much stuff we got to get into. So much stuff I got to get into. We're going to talk about these politicians, these dudes, the Justin Jones and the Justin Pearson guys. We're going to get on them in a second. But before I get into them, remember the other day, and I told people about the whole Freaknik thing. I told people, I did a broadcast, I did a Twitter space, and I told people that they are going to start spinning the narrative about Freaknik. I could tell that these white supremacist left wing, because we got to understand, you have them right wing think tanks and you have the left wing think tanks. And some of these left-wing think tanks, they're just as bad. I'm telling you. They're just as anti-black, and they have their Negro shills who do the dirty work for them. And you better understand, when you hear the same talking points over and over again, it's either coming from some right-wing or left-wing think tank. The right-wing think tanks, it's all about that critical race theory, they end wokeness and all that stuff. The left-wing think tanks, they're that whole Me Too thing. It's all about painting us as predators. When you hear about any type of sexual deviancy as it relates to black people collectively, usually that's coming out of a left-wing think tank. You dig? And the name of the game is for them to get all the heat off themselves. So with the Freaknik thing, I kept seeing a certain narrative keep popping up about black men. And I'm looking at these tether accounts and these bussified accounts. And I'm like, when you see a bunch of the bussified accounts and the tether accounts all on the same accord, using the same talking points, that's one of these think tanks sending them down to do the dirty work for them. All right? And I told people with the Freaknik thing, what they're going to do, they're going to start spinning Freaknik as a big rape fest. I said that the other day. I said, look, they're going to use Freaknik to paint black men and black women as sexually loose and black men as sexually uncontrollable and predatory. They're going to use the whole sexual deviant thing. And sure enough, right after I said that, y'all boy, Mark Lamoist Hill, did this on the Griot. Now the Griot Democratic shield thing. Hold on, where we at? Let me get your boy Mark Lamoist. Hold on. Where's Mark Lamoist? Where's Mark Lamoist? Where we at? Where's Mark Lamoist? All right, let me go down here. Here he is. This is y'all boy. This is Mark Lamoist talking about Freaknik. Listen to him. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me get this audio together. Hold on. Wait 1 second. All right, this is Mark Lamoist.
A lot of noise is being made about this Freaknik documentary. A whole bunch of people talking about whose names and faces and voices and bodies are going to show up on this video from the 90s. And most of the conversation is about whether or not women will be exposed on this documentary, whether people's mamas and girlfriends and wives and daughters are going to show up in a Freaknik documentary. And I hear you. But that's the wrong issue. Look, I was outside in the 90s. I've been to Freaknik as an aspiring young journalist covering the story, of course. And when I was there, I saw what was happening. It's not just about women being half naked. It's not about women's hypersexuality. No, Freaknik is about men ogling, men fondling. Freaknik had a lot to do with male hypermasculinity and sexual violence. Freaknik is a rape fest. It is a sexual assault fest. That's not the only thing going on out there. I'm not trying to demonize or pathologize black people, but if we're talking about the worst parts of Freaknik, it wasn't about the actions of women. It was about the disgusting actions of us men. And so when you watch Freaknik, you don't need to be worried about mama, daughter, sister, girlfriend. You need to be worried about brother, son, husband, or yourself, and whether or not you were engaged in some of the worst parts of patriarchal culture, whether you were part of the worst parts of rape culture and misogyny and sexual violence. When we talk about Freaknik and the way we talk about Freaknik, it's a representation of all the problems we have, and it's a lot.
Man, family. That's y'all boy. And y'all see why? You wonder why we question these Democratic shills? You see why we are on this nigga's neck all the time and we question these Democratic bussified shills, man? This dude hit up every anti-black talking point you can imagine in 60 seconds. I mean, all of them. Rape culture, patriarchal culture, predator culture. Watch the words that they gave him. These are words that the white DNC at these white think tanks gave him. It's rape culture. Culture means that everybody's complicit in it. You understand? When they start talking about rape culture, there is no rape culture in black society. That's that whole white supremacist narrative, is that we're just inherently rapey. We're inherently, as a culture, sexually undisciplined. You see, that's a dangerous narrative. When these butter biscuit eating shills do stuff like that, that gives an alley-oop to the white supremacists to justify punishing us as a group. The culture of hypermasculinity and patriarchy and the culture of rape. We don't have a rape culture. We don't condone rape, even at Freaknik. 98, that's when all of the goofy stuff started happening with Freaknik. All the goofy stuff started happening around 98, and that's when it went downhill. That's when we as a culture said, hey, we're cool on Freaknik now. We don't like what's going on. Too many goofy, dusty, thirsty dudes are showing up, and we ain't with that. That's not a culture that we were co-signing. We weren't co-signing that nonsense. We abandoned Freaknik because of that. We left it alone. Because it wasn't about just chopping up game, meeting women, women meeting guys, which is what it was initially about. And I don't believe that moist nigga was there. He was at Dick Nick somewhere, but he wasn't at Freaknik. He was somewhere at a dick festival. I don't believe he was at no damn Freaknik, by the way. Yeah, when was Mark Lamont Hill born? Yeah, let's look at that. He was born in 78. So yeah, that nigga wasn't, okay, he might have been 20 years old in 1990. Yeah, but I don't even think that nigga was there, to be honest. Mark was born in 78. I don't even think he was there. There's too many women there. Yeah. I don't believe that. But I digress, man. This is why we get on their bumper and we check them for the nonsense that they say. I'm telling you, the Democratic white supremacist think tanks, the name of the game for them is to get their Negro shills to do the dirty work for them. You see? Just like the right-wing think tanks, they get the Candace Owens and all of these people to do the dirty work for them. And it is okay to call that out. And the narrative that a lot of folks say, man, y'all be calling out black folks. How come y'all don't be calling out the white peoples? We are calling them out. We're calling out your puppet masters. We're absolutely calling out the white supremacists. They're the ones who sent you Negroes. When we call you out, we're calling out your white supremacist paymasters who's giving you these talking points. Oh, yes, we are. You understand? And that brings us to these new guys that they keep wheeling out. The Justin Pearson, and Justin Jones. Now, these guys, and I talked about them the other day, and I'm going to get back into them because now we're getting criticized for asking questions about these dudes. Yeah? We're getting criticized for asking questions about these two guys that the white media keeps parading around and trying to shame us into co-signing. They're trying to shame us into co-signing these dudes, and we're looking at their paperwork, and their paperwork is questionable. Not even questionable. The paperwork is a little bit dirty and funky. Yeah? And now we're questioning these dudes, and we're questioning the white supremacists who's pushing them our way. And people want to get on some, hey man, why we got to bring the brothers down? And no, we ain't playing that game. If some brothers are being sent by the white supremacists to run game on us, that is going to get called out. We're not playing this follow whoever white society tells us to follow behind, and they're going to lead us off of a cliff. Because these dudes, their paperwork is funny style. And yes, I did see the Comedy Hype thing. Comedy Hype did a whole thing about me. Oh, they were going in on me over at Comedy Hype because we were critical of this guy. And Comedy Hype, they were really arguing in bad faith for the most part. They were saying stuff where we were critical of the guy's hair. They made it all about his hair. It wasn't all about the guy's hair. And you guys know that. And they kept saying stuff, well, Tariq, you supposed to be a black leader. I ain't nobody's damn leader. I ain't never said I'm nobody's leader. All of these bad faith, deflective arguments are not going to work. You understand? These arguments are not going to work, and these shaming tactics are not going to work. We're not going to let people come in here and try to use grassroots momentum from black society to Trojan horse in other agendas that in turn undermine us as a group. We're just not doing it anymore. We're being more politically savvy and sophisticated. And they're wheeling these two guys out again down in Tennessee. They sat here and said, oh God, they've been ousted from their position by the evil racist GOP. I told people last weekend, remember? I said, family, those guys are going to get reinstated. Don't even trip. I told y'all last week that those two dudes were going to be reinstated. All of this stuff was cap. All of it was political theater. They're going to get reinstated. Sure enough, they got reinstated immediately, which I told you was going to happen. They both got reinstated. The Asian one, it keeps saying he's Asian and black. I don't know. They're hiding his dad. I don't know who his dad is. They're really hiding that, and that's significant because people who have dual allegiances are not the best representatives for us if they don't have a track record of providing tangible benefits or fighting for tangible benefits for black people specifically. Now, that guy, Justin Jones, we got tweets of him campaigning for the Asian community with the Stop Asian Hate and all of that stuff. But the minute you ask these guys, hey, all this black stuff that y'all keep talking about, all of the symbolic stuff, y'all got the fist raised, and the white media keeps talking about all the racism these poor black men have suffered. Okay, y'all really saying black symbolically, and the fist and the dashikis and the dude, he done picked the afro out, and black. Okay, since we're supposed to jump on the bandwagon because we're black and you going through something, what are you going to do specifically for black people? And then when you start asking that, everybody starts deflecting and bussy popping and running around. Whenever you start asking these dudes about what they're going to do for the black community, both of them starts pivoting, deflecting, and running away from that, and then they start talking the all lives matter stuff. And that's a problem. That is a problem. That's a major problem. You understand? That's not cool. We as foundational black Americans, we have a right to ask questions, and we have a right to say, hey, we're not doing political theater and symbolisms of blackness. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do cosplaying. Because what happens is these guys go out here and stump for all these other groups and start getting tangibles for other groups, and then y'all get around us singing and doing church hymns and all. No. We're not doing that no more. We're not playing that game no more. Y'all not going to shame us into playing that game. Y'all come around us singing. That's that shit Obama would do. That's what Kamala Harris does. You get around black people, all these other groups, you got checks and benefits and tangibles. You got all types of billion-dollar budgets for these other groups. And then when you get around black people, now it's dancing time, dancing and singing. Kamala Harris and those guys doing the Dougie and listening to Cardi B. And I don't know, we ain't doing that no more. We got to have some of them tangibles. It's tangible time. And with these guys, the Asian dude, he's up here. Where is it? Let me show the footage of him. Where's that footage of him real quick? Let me show some footage of that guy real quick. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with me for 1 second. Where's that guy? He's up here singing some Negro spirituals. Hold on. Let me play that video of him. Let me find that real quick. There we go. All right. Now this is the Asian guy, and I'm gonna say he's Asian, and they keep saying he's Asian and black, and they're hiding his daddy Yeah. All right, so this is the Asian guy who's allegedly black, and this is him. There's a room full of white people there, and they're in there singing. Hold on.
Everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright.
Okay, and they got a bunch of that's the dude from In Cobra. No. Ain't that the In Cobra dude? That's one of the fake reparations dudes right there. That's the fake reparations dude, the In Cobra, the fake reparations dude. Mark Thompson, whatever his name is, from In Cobra. So they got all the Democratic shills surrounding them, surrounding this guy, lending their blackness to him. All right? You got all the old Democratic Negro Brigade, the Butter Biscuit Brigade, lending their blackness to this guy, trying to give him black credentials. Hold on.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Oh, Lord. Oh, there's Chevy Shabazz, Tamika Mallory, who hates me. Tamika funny style ass Mallory. Hold on.
Everything's gonna be alright.
That's Tamika. She's trying to, I guess they're trying to give him some cred by having her there. Give me a break. Yeah, that's Tamika Mallory. Hello, funny style self. We at the Revolt. We were on the Revolt panel, and she told them she didn't want to be on the stage with me. Yeah, Tamika Mallory went and told the people at Revolt she didn't want to be on stage. Which woman, I didn't even know you were really going to be there and didn't care. We on a whole different thing, sweetie. Yeah, Tamika funny style Mallory. She was on some real funny style shit, going behind the scenes, telling them she don't want to be on stage with me. And baby, do you? I am not trying to be on stage with you either. All right. Then her manager, somebody came backstage. Yes, my brother. Maybe we can kind of relinquish the beef that you and Sister Mallory have. I'm like, beef? I don't give a fuck about that woman. What beef? I didn't know we were beefing. Well, they coming to me talking about a beef. Yes, y'all can just sit down and break bread and get a little understanding, my brother. I don't give a fuck about that woman. What beef? Beef? I don't give a shit about Chevy Shabazz doing Cadillac commercials for justice. Supposed to be mad at me. I don't give a fuck about what you do. Go ahead and do your Cadillac commercial and go and do you. Got a beef with me. That woman has a one-sided beef with me. I have no beef with that woman. Go ahead and get in your damn Escalade and drive off with Sharpton and get him some pink oil moisturizer and do you. Yeah. You're the Democratic shield, not me. Yeah? Yeah, she got mad because people called her Chevy Shabazz. You're an activist for Escalades. Yeah? Rosa parking ticket. You're out there getting cars for activism. All right, Rosa parking tickets. She getting parking tickets for her activism. You doing an activist. Yeah, people are looking at you funny, not me. Yeah? People are looking at you funny, not me. It ain't me that's you doing Cadillac commercials for justice. She up here doing Cadillac commercials off the backs of Black folks dying, and she mad at me. She up here raising your fist with car keys in your hand. Fight the power. Fight the power. The revolution will not be televised. Your car keys is jingling, baby. They jingling, baby. Fight the power. Shit, you're the one doing car commercials for justice off activism, not me. Fuck you mad at me for, Chevy Shabazz? Telling them you don't want to be on stage with me. Woman, please, get over yourself. Please. I rock with the black community, man. I ain't trying to do little shit like that, dude. I don't need to do that. I already got an Escalade. I already got cars like that. I don't have to sit there and I got cars, dude. I ain't got to do all that for no damn car. All right? I ain't got to do all that for a goddamn car. I already got cars. All right? I look out for the best interest of the black community. For real, for real. Yeah, Jamaica Mallory, we got a beef. And remember, the families of some of these folks have been calling them out, remember? The families, who were some of the family members calling her and some of these other folks out? They were calling these people out for all that fake shit that they're doing. Remember? They said Fannie Lou Hummer. Did y'all call her Fannie Lou Hummer? Not Fannie Lou Hummer. Yeah. Tamir Rice's mom was calling them out, calling her out. Yeah? They were calling that stuff out. Don't get mad at me, Tamika, because the families of these folks that you getting Cadillacs off of are calling you out. I'm cool with Tamir Rice's mom. I helped the family out when the baby transitioned. No, these folks, notice all these folks got love for me. All these folks got love for me because I've actually helped these people out. There's a lot of folks that's, when a lot of this stuff started popping off, I was helping a lot of these families behind the scenes, dude. They got love for me. They got nothing but love for me. The streets fuck with me heavy. Yeah? I got receipts for all the stuff. One day I might just have to throw all the receipts out one day just to stunt, because I don't like when we question some of the motives of some of these people that's pushed down here by the Democratic shills. They got the nerve to say, well, Tariq, what you doing? Nigga, you really don't want me to read my resume, all right? You don't want me to start reading my resume. It'll look like I'm bragging. Because it ain't really about me, but damn, one day I'm going to have to read the resume down. I might have to do a whole 1 hour thing to really read the resume. If y'all want to go there. You understand? But listen. Listen. Back to these dudes. These dudes, their paperwork is a little funny, man. We just got to keep it a buck. Nobody's hating on these guys, but when you bring these dudes around and you're trying to shame us into co-signing these guys, and we're looking at them and they ain't really doing anything for black society, and they are acting weird. They're doing a lot of performative gesticulating and a lot of cosplaying. And we're looking at it funny style. Now look, shout out to D Tubman, she posted this. Now when the Justin Pearson dude, when he got reinstated, all right, when that guy got reinstated, all right, where we at? When that guy got reinstated, where we at? Right here. All right, look at all the over-the-top gesturing this dude was doing. Hold on one second. This dude just does a lot of over-the-top stuff. When he got reinstated, all right, hold on. Okay. So So this guy, this Justin guy, let's get on him because, see, we've been pointing out a lot of stuff about this guy. And this is where the title of the broadcast is the code switching. So I posted a video that went viral of this guy. I posted a video of him a few years ago, and Justin Pearson is like, 28? He's, almost 30, I think. I think he's 28, I think. So I want y'all to look at this. So the Justin Pearson guy, there's a video of him a couple of years ago, and he was sounding like damn Steve Urkel. Then all of a sudden, he's talking like Dr. Martin Luther King with a big afro. And the contrast is weird. All right? The contrast is weird. Let me play that real quickly. Where we at? Let me get that for you. Let me get that queued up here. I mean, this dude was sounding like a whole Steve Urkel, guys. Hold on. All right, right here. Now look at this. Now this was from a couple of years ago, and it's contrasted with how he's getting down now. All right, hold on. All right, hold on.
Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of PSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the voting Democrats to the voting Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
It seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But oh, that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last. But oh, we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes.
Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president.
Okay. Lord. So, this dude is doing the most. All right? This guy is doing the damn most. Now, this clip has gone viral. Look, now let me show y'all how this is going viral. I didn't know it was going to go viral, but it's going viral. It went viral on my Instagram. It's going viral. It's going viral on Twitter. You see, it has damn near 1 million views. So the DNC, well, they feel a certain way. They done sent all the shill accounts to try to throw shots at me. They're sending all the Democratic shills to throw shots at me because, come on. I'm just playing how this guy is getting down. That's weird, guys. And they know it's weird. Why are you trying to get on the young brother like that? We got to see why this guy is flip-flopping like this. And we already know what the get down is, because when you ask this guy what he's going to do for black folks, he gets to, twitching and changing the subject. But that right there, that's problematic. Because this whole cosplaying using a fake Dr. Martin Luther King voice, that's ridiculous. And now you have people talking about, well, what y'all don't understand is he code switching. You know how we black peoples be code switching? And I keep hearing that code switch narrative online and with a couple of people on YouTube. That's a talking point that has been sent down from the DNC. They done had one of these white supremacist think tanks from the left wing. They see that there's a problem with this guy and him switching his voice up and all of that stuff. And now they're trying to get in front of it. They done had a meeting, so they done thrown the term code switch. Just say that he's code switching. We got to clean it up for this guy. Just say that he's code switching. Just keep repeating the term code switching. That's not code switching. Let's be clear. All y'all idiots talking about y'all black folks have to code switch. You talks one way around white peoples, and then you get around black peoples and you talk another way. That's not what he's doing. Fool. That's not what he's doing. You don't come around black people doing a fake Martin Luther King impression. That's not code switching. Code switching is when you over-enunciate around white people at your job or at a meeting. You over-enunciate your words, and then you relax your vocabulary around black people. When you get around black people, you relax your vocabulary. You ain't over-enunciating. You're like, hey, man, what's up, man? I'm chilling, man, about to go get me a little something to drink. You know, that's code switching. You're just talking in your regular, relaxed voice around black people, letting black people know that I'm still on code with you. Yeah, I'm in a room with the white folks talking like Urkel, but I'm just getting that money. But when I'm around y'all, you know, hey, what's up, my nigga? We chilling, we good. So we still on code. That's what code switching is. A fake Dr. Martin Luther King accent is not code switching because he's not doing it for black people. Both video clips of him talking like Urkel, that's for the white audience. And him with the fake Dr. Martin Luther King voice, that's for white people. Both of those ideological voices that he's doing, these identities he's taking on, those are for white people. You dig? He's doing all that fake Dr. King shit for them. He's trying to give the impression that he's some kind of thing within black society, and he's not. That's not for us. Can't no nigga come around us talking like that. Are you insane? If a nigga came around you guys, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I have a dream. I'm about to get me a Taco Bell chalupa and get me a 7-Up at the liquor store. You like, where this nigga from? Where you look at him crazy? That's not code switching. That's cosplaying for white people. You think? No, that's not code switching. You still got Democratic shills in here. Well, ain't that like an extreme version of code switching? No, that ain't no goddamn code switching, fool. Code switching, because both of the codes are for white people. The hell you talking about? Y'all desperate at this point. Coming around acting like that, that's silly. It sounds ridiculous. Man, we got, in this political climate, man, we got to get tangibles, dude. We don't have time for no ridiculous ass cosplaying like that. If a nigga came around y'all, hey, brother, how y'all doing out here in the ghetto? I'm looking to find me a vial of cocaine and a bag of weed. This nigga's a narc. Nobody's talking like that around black people. Y'all sound ridiculous defending that nonsense. That's nonsense and it's goofy. That's phony. That's not code switching, and that's not how this nigga normally sounds. That's an act. Why do you have to act? How come you just can't talk like yourself? That's first of all. And this is another thing. People like, well, and this is their deflection. They have to deflect and always try to put it on me. Well, Tariq, you were different years ago. You got Mackin books and shit. You had wrote some books about Mackin. Now you different. You be talking different now. What about you? You be code switching. Look, nigga, I have not changed. Nigga, you can pull up a video of me from 25, 30 years ago. When I talk, I sound the exact same way. I sound the exact same way when I talk. Always. I've never changed my voice, never changed my swag, never got into performative dialect, none of that stuff. Even when I'm on TV with the white people, I still talk the same and go off on them. Dig? Nigga, I have not changed for shit. You had did some Mackin stuff. Nigga, all I did was apply the same street shit to everything else. I applied the core principles from the street shit to everything else. The core principle, all the core principles are still there with me. I've not changed at all. I'm the same OG. I just apply the game to every other thing because the name of the core principles are integrity, honesty, be a man, defend yourself, stand on what you're supposed to stand on. I still hold on to those core tenets, man. And I just apply that to everything else. That's why so many things I touch are successful. The game is the game, dude. You can apply the game to everything. You dig? I'm the same OG, man. Rosebud even said back in the day, I've always been the same. Yeah, I've always been the same. I have not changed at all. Oh, shit. 30 years ago, if a motherfucker stepped to me on some goofy shit, you would get slapped. Right now, you still get slapped. Don't condone that. I'm the same dude. I am the same guy. You dig? Same principles of integrity, the whole shebang. You dig? I'm just in a different relationship status. I'm not single. You dig? And I have children now, so I'm more responsible about certain things as far as growing. But as far as changing my personality, no. I'm not walking around here with a different vocal cadence. Yeah? Get out of here. I'm not walking around with a damn different vocal cadence. Yeah? I'm the same OG. Yeah? That's why people respect what I do. That's why people can rock what I do. They say they see how I do. Yeah? Been thorough and consistent for the longest. And this is why there's a reason why I rock with the black community so hard, man, because people have supported me for so long. Y'all have to understand how long I've been around. You dig? Y'all understand how long I've been around? I've been around for a long time. I've been around for a minute, man. You know, I've been in the game for a long ass time, dude. And the thing is, being around for a long time, a lot of people have supported my stuff. Day one, I got some folks who didn't supported me since the 90s in here, man. We all know about the Mac Lessons days. A lot of y'all, came around during the Mac Lessons days a couple of decades ago. Yeah. Yeah, man, some people have been rocking with me since the 90s. Yeah. Showing nothing but love. Yeah. And successful in so many different entities and been consistent with so many different entities. Say you remember playing with your toys, watching me on MTV. Yeah, man, some of y'all, I done raised y'all. Some of y'all were kids when because I got a young audience. I have a pretty young audience, so I forget because I get people come up to me, man, like, man, I was in the first grade when I heard your book. I'm oh shit, okay. I'm like, damn, I'm older than a motherfucker. I realized that. I'm like, whoa, shit. See, grown ass people come up like, I was in the first grade and I heard about you. I'm like, all right. Yeah, people been rocking with me for a long time. Yeah. Showing nothing but love. That's why I show it back. That's why I rock so hard, man. I have some folks who roll with me, die hard, dude. Die hard. Yeah. I got some riders. I got folks who got the original Art of Mackin'. Because, there were two different covers. There's one cover we had on a completely different set of outfits. And I got some of those folks with the first Art of Mackin' book. Then we had another collector's edition that came out about a year later. So yeah, I got some folks who got the old mixtapes from back in the day who's still around. Man, where my riders from the Ustream days? I got some riders in here who used to rock with me. Some of y'all weren't even around during the Ustream days. This was before you couldn't even stream like we're streaming on YouTube. You couldn't do that on YouTube. You could do that it was a site called Ustream. This was before people were doing the live streams like we're doing now. We were doing that over a decade ago on Ustream. The classic Ustream days were hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of folks remember I was on MTV helping white boys get some game. Highly rated shows. Yeah, Jenny Jones, all of those shows back in the day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Raise your hand. Let me see. How many of y'all remember Cassandra from the Mac Lessons days? Raise your hand if y'all remember Cassandra. I might have to start doing some Mac Lessons trivia for some of the day ones who's been there from the beginning. How many of y'all remember Cassandra, who used to call into the Mac Lessons show, and the hilarity that ensued with that? Oh, it's been a long time. You got some people in here. I'm telling you, y'all remember Cassandra. Y'all been around for damn near 20 years. How many of y'all remember Cassandra? Well, some of y'all the new booties don't know about that. Yeah, some of the new booties don't know about those days. It was hilarious back in the day. How many of y'all remember Ace Monkey? It was a dude I was beefing with a couple of decades ago on MySpace, and we were roasting each other. Ace Monkey. Y'all remember Ace Monkey? Some of this is going to go over some of y'all's heads. Some of y'all ain't old enough to know all this stuff. You know? Trag, exactly. Exactly. Man. I'm talking about like this is some 2006 stuff. Yeah, this is like 2006, and all of y'all, raise your hand. Y'all, everybody knows about Jay Slim now because we talk about it so much, but everybody pretty much knows about the OG poet, the legendary poet, the legendary poet Jay Slim. And guys, you know what was funny? I was thinking about because we're gonna have a poetry night at the museum, and I was like, man, we should have a Jay Slim. I said we should feature Jay Slim. It might be too scary. I don't know. I was thinking we might have to have a Jay Slim poetry night at the museum, the Jay Slim Poetry Slam. Yeah, the dude with that goddamn Jay Slim poetry was the funniest thing ever. Y'all don't understand how funny that shit was when it came out. And I've talked about Jay Slim for years. Yeah, the rapey poet. This nigga poems were rapey as goddamn hell, man. Y'all do not understand. That shit was hilarious when we first heard it. That was the Jay Slim days. Jay Slim was a nerd. He was a very nerdy black dude. He was very nerdy. He was a good dude. Yeah, he's married. Jay Slim is married. Somebody said he's in South Carolina or something. I knew he was in Atlanta for a minute. And that nigga had a poem book with some of the most disturbing ass poems ever. Yeah, he's married. But anyway, let me get back on what we're talking about, guys. So again, going into this guy, these two political dudes, talking about their code switching and all of that stuff, and they're explaining for these guys, when you start asking what are they going to do for black people, it gets into a bunch of deflections. And then people start explaining, talking about, well, they for gun control. You see they rallying behind gun control, and that affects black people too. No. They're not doing all that gun control for black people. They're doing that for the white kids who got killed up there in that shooting. They're not doing that for black people. We're not going to play that game. We're not going to do that. Don't. No, we're not doing that. They're not doing no damn gun control for the black community. They got the capes on for the white people. That's what they're doing it for. And then, well, gun control, that's going to help the black community because, you know, black people got a gun problem and black people be shooting each other in the gangs and shit. So they are helping black people with gun control because that's going to stop these killings in the black community. You idiot fools. No, it's not. Gun control ain't gonna stop any type of urban inner city shootings. No, it's not. Gun control will not affect that whatsoever because number one, the so-called violence that happened within inner cities in black areas, and in not all black areas, but in certain areas where there's gun violence, the guns are hot. You understand? So the guns are already being purchased on the underground market. The gun control thing will work against these white supremacists who go up and get these guns legally, because the way guns are set up and gun shops are set up, they're set up by white supremacists themselves, so they let other white supremacists come in there and just buy guns all willy-nilly. If you white, you can just walk into a gun shop and they'll just damn near give you a gun for free. So that's the problem. They can a white man can go somewhere and get a damn AR-15 just like that. He go to Walmart somewhere or wherever. A white man can go get a gun any goddamn where. Because when they're shooting people, these white men are getting these guns legally. They always trace these guns back to some gun store that they done walked in and got. Knowing that these guys got some kind of FBI record, they overlook that. You notice that? That's the problem. The white supremacist dudes who the FBI already has a tip about, they already know that the dude is funny style. They've already had reports on him. Notice every time these white boys go shoot up something, there's always a report that was made on their asses, and they were still able to go get a goddamn gun. You think? That's the problem. These guys can go and legally get a gun anytime they want, even when their paperwork is dirty. They go get a gun. A white man go get a gun anywhere. They go to gun shows. They give them guns away to white men. We try to get a gun. We got to go through all types of background checks. Like, hey, wait a minute. You didn't pay your baby mama child support 3 years ago. Yeah, well, they said it's up to our discretion to give you the gun or not, and we're going to opt not to give it to you. They look for reasons to not give us a damn gun legally. You see? That's why I tell y'all to go to these black gun shops. Yeah? So no, the gun control, that doesn't work for the urban inner city gang community, whatever, the gang guys, because they get the guns on the underground market anyway. The guns are already hot. They're not getting no guns from no damn gun shop. They're already getting hot guns, and if they do some gun reform or whatever, all that's going to do is boost up the underground economy for guns. So now it's going to be really, really popping on the underground market. If they do a gun reform, the guns on the underground, it's going to be an explosion of guns on the streets. Because now all the hot guns are going to be for sale. They're going to be unloading them hot guns on the streets like crazy. The black community will be flooded with guns. The hell? Hold on. What kind of plane is that? Y'all hear that plane? Damn. But that was a loud ass plane, wasn't it? I'm like, is that bitch about to crash into the crib? Hold on. Damn, that was a loud plane. All right, sorry about that, guys. That plane was hella loud. But yeah, listen. That gun reform, and that's just going to boost the street guns up. That's going to boost up the guns on the streets, man. Yeah? Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? That loud ass. That shit was loud, man. Man. So, yeah, it's going to be ghost guns all over the place if they had gun reform. Man, the black community will be flooded with guns. Well, and let me play some more clips of that dude, the Justin Pearson guy, just kind of being extra with it. Hold on. Where's this thing of this guy? Where is he? This dude, he really gets into a lot of performative stuff. Where's this guy? Hold on. Look, right here. And when he got reinstated, he was out here doing a press conference and just being real extra. Come on, man. All of this performative nonsense, dude. Come on, man. And they're trying to credential this guy. They got him doing all this over-the-top stuff to try to give him this black cred that he don't have. You can tell this nigga don't really hang with black folks like that. So that's why they got him doing all of this weird over-the-top stuff. This dude clearly don't have a black audience that he hangs with, for real. Hold on. Let me play this dude doing all of this gesticulating. Hold on.
I believe it is a vision of people who've been ostracized, coming to the well. See, I see white folk and black folk. I see queer folk and straight folk.
I see white folks, I see black folks, I see queer folks, I see straight folks. They always tie us in with all of this other stuff.
Not tomorrow, but right now. Justice right now. And it is this movement.
And they got a drummer back there in a damn dashiki. It's extra as hell, man.
That's gonna change this country. It's this movement in this moment in time that's gonna change the country. And I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad. I'm so glad. Yes, 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 yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Man. And y'all gonna try to shame us for not going along with this coon fest? This is buck dancing, man. I'm so glad. Are you glad? Are you glad? I'm so glad. Man, sit down, dude. Come on with this plantation shit. No, this ain't it, man. This is goofball shit, dude. This is goofy. I don't need all that. We don't need all that. We don't need all of this performative buck dancing, man. Just bring somebody in to say, hey, I'm gonna fight for some tangibles for black folks. That's all I want. I don't want a nigga with a drum in the back. This is what we get. We get performances and circuses. All of these other groups, you're writing policy for them. You're giving tangibles for them. We get a drum circle, a prayer meeting. We get a whole bunch of symbolisms. I'm so glad. Are you glad? Are you glad? Oh, I'm so glad for the white peoples. Oh, I'm so glad for the black peoples. Ooh, I'm so glad for the LGBT. Oh, Lord, I'm so glad. And we're supposed to be cool with that? We're supposed to just go along with this goofy nonsense, man? Really? No, we're cool, man. We're cool on this. We're cool on it. This is silly. And then when you say, okay, all that hooping and hollering, now what you gonna do for black people? Oh, I ain't so glad no more. I ain't so glad. I got to go. Lord. When it comes to doing something for black folks, all of a sudden we got to do all. Yeah. No, man. No. You doing all that hooping and hollering, and the minute we start saying, hey, man, what you gonna do for the black community? Oh, Lord. Tamika Mallory, pull up the car. Pull up the Cadillac. I got gas. I got gas. Now you pull your car keys out for Tamika Mallory's Cadillac. I got gas. Woo! I got gas. Oh no! Now you got to get Tamika to pull the Cadillac up for you. Lord. And we supposed to be cool with this bullshit, man. And let me tell you something. Y'all instinctively, when y'all saw these clown dudes, when y'all saw it instinctively, you were like, And I just start saying what y'all were thinking. You're like, oh, damn, yeah, so it ain't just me. I said everything y'all were thinking, all right? I just said and articulated everything you were already thinking about this clown fest. You know? Everything y'all were thinking, I just said it. You're like, oh, all right. Because y'all knew when y'all saw the Asian dude and they running around, they doing the soft black fist. They're doing the black fist nonsense, and you're like, what's up with that? Y'all were looking at it funny. Y'all were like, well, I don't know about these guys. And now that we articulated what was going on with them, you're like, oh, okay, so it ain't just me. Oh, it ain't just me. I knew someone right with these two. You know? Nobody's hating. We're just not going to let people come in here with a finesse. So I've been getting attacked from the left wingers. They're sending all of the shills out here to try to shame us. What's that woman? That one Democratic shill woman who looks like a tether. She was on I did a video about her a couple of weeks ago where she was up here talking about all the stuff that the Democrats did for black people, which was a bunch of nothing. Well, look what they did for black people. They did some environmental stuff. They did some stuff for prison reform, that nonsense. So this woman right here, she kind of made a tweet responding to me making this video go viral. This woman here, where is she? What did I do? I'm messing up here. Hold on. Right here. Okay. This woman here, y'all remember her face? Y'all be doing the work of the white supremacists on the daily. That's a talking point from the DNC. Whenever you call them out, their go-to talking point is y'all be sounding like the white supremacists and shit. His constituents elected him. You're not his constituent. For their issues, he's actually doing the work and pushing legislation as you do what? Ma'am, you don't really want me to read my resume. You don't want me to read my resume, ma'am. I actually do things for black people specifically. All right? I actually do things for black people. This woman here, y'all seen her before. She's one of these Democratic shills. And somebody pointed out, they pulled up her tweets. By the way, you want to know her get down? Thomas Spade looks like he shimmies. He's about to get that grand zaddy treatment. So she's one of these worship white zaddy types. This is her again. I've seen so much aggression from black men in the past 6 months towards black women. With the exception of black men I know and trust, I truly consider divesting. Ma'am, so she's threatening to divest, guys. She's threatening to divest from you, brothers. This woman right here, she's threatening to divest. This woman right here.
CRT wasn't a thing a few years ago.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna divest, guys. So yeah, she's gonna punish y'all. She's gonna punish the brothers by divesting, guys. She's gonna take all of her loving away from the brothers. All right. So hide your kids, hide everything else, because she's gonna divest, guys. That's just like that Professor Crunk woman. They make these weird threats towards brothers. These Democratic shill mammies always make these weird ass threats towards brothers. We gonna stop dating y'all. Remember that Professor Crunk, that big old husky chick talking about sisters should not, they gonna withhold sex until we vote. Ma'am, no thank you. You don't really have no bargaining chips, ma'am. You really don't have no bargaining chips. Will you please stop? But yeah, they've been trying to shame people who question the nonsense that's going on with these guys. Now, my good sister Teslin, Figaro, she was on the Breakfast Club with talking to the Justin Pearson guy. And our sister Teslin asked some very valid questions about what he's going to do for the black community. These were very valid questions. So they've been low-key trying to attack our sister Teslin. Like she beat up on him and she bullied him or something. These are valid questions she asked this dude. Let me play this clip from The Breakfast Club, and this is fair use. Teslin did a phenomenal job asking this guy pertinent, relevant questions. Hey, man, what are you actually going to do policy-wise for black people? You got all this stuff going on. What are you going to do for the community? Hold on. Where we at? Hold on. Let me play this. Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
Everybody and help everybody. You represent 60% black. Tell me how your gun reform or whatever policy you're working on, do you support reparations? Some people said you didn't, and then others said you did. Like, give us a quick rundown specifically on black people that you represent in your district.
Yeah, I am 100% pro-black, and here's the reality that we got to talk about.
And watch this, because he'll say he supports reparations and then go switch up real quick and go deflect real quick. Hold on.
When you do for black folk, everybody does benefit.
Already. You see what I'm saying? The minute you say, hey, man, what you going to do for black people? Well, I can do things for black people, but everybody's going to benefit if you do something for black people. Already. That's problematic, man. The minute you say doing something for black people, hey, what's in this thing for black people? You immediately have to tie in everybody else.
Yeah, we know, but right. I'm going to ask you about the black policy.
So I got you.
Want to know about your policy?
My policies, exactly.
Policy,
when you think about, reparations, I'm 100% for reparations. I have been for a very long time. For cash, for credit, for check, for credit card, for trust fund. And I was on Bev Johnson, another member of the iHeartRadio community, in January, and I explained the reason why I'm for reparations isn't just because of the enslavement of black people, because there are some people who say, well, you weren't enslaved, and then we have to walk through housing segregation, we got to walk through lynching, we got to walk through mass incarceration, which we're experiencing now. What about reparations for all of these harms that we have experienced all the way up to the present day?
Are you willing to put it on your website, though? Because it's not under your website on issues.
Yeah.
Are you willing to do that? Okay.
I'm willing to do that. It is not the issue that people in District 86 are saying is number one for them. Because to the point that was made earlier, they're definitely concerned about safety. They're concerned about crime. A lot of my population is also elderly. And so you'll see on the website, aging justice. There's not enough money in Social Security to actually help elders.
And it's already a pivot. He immediately pivots. Elder, for some old white people can get some money.
Live out the rest of their lives in a meaningful way. So policies that we're putting forward have to do with people being able to grow old well, which not include financial increases in money, but creating opportunities for them to gather and to have communities.
See that deflection? He's already deflected. And now he's sounding like Obama, by the way.
I live in the most polluted, one of the most polluted districts in the state.
Here we go. Y'all know where this is going.
And so, God rest their souls, both my grandmothers have died of cancer. My grandmother Pearson, grandmother Gwen, and it was due to environmental racism.
God damn. That nigga went to the elderly, to the environmental. Okay, if we do something for black folks, we got to do something for the environment. And the environment, that's going to help black people. That's the con. That's, guys. You see that pivot? This is why we're questioning this dude. They're doing the same Obama pivot. They're doing the same DNC pivot that they always do. Yeah, I'm all about reparations, and we got to understand the elderly. We got to think about stuff for the elderly. And then, my black grandmother had cancer, so the environment. So his whole thing is setting up, well, if I do something for the environment, and like I said, what helps black people helps everybody, that's going to be a form of reparations, guys. We see the pivot. That he's already setting up the environmental and Social Security, that helps black people and everybody. So that's reparations. That's reparations too. That's why we're questioning this dude. His policies are janky. This is the benign neglect policy that we are getting away from. We're not playing that game no more. They're doing the whole climate is reparations bullshit. That's that whole AOC. We're going to do something for black people. You got to understand, black kids be getting asthma, and that's because of the pollution. So environmental reform, that's going to be reparations. No. No, and you're going to get called out for trying to play that game on us. These are DNC talking points. They think we're dumb. You're not going to shame us to go along with this bullshit. You're not going to hide behind your afro and all of your shaming tactics. That's not going to work. Y'all not going to run this game on us, dude. We ain't playing that pivot bullshit. You know, medical reparations, Social Security. No. Y'all not doing that because they don't do that with Asians. They don't do that with LGBT. When they write checks for them, they write checks for them. They don't tie nobody else in with that. With us, they always got to tie in the environment, Social Security, medical care, all of this other stuff with us as a way to undermine us, and we ain't playing that game no more. Let me play the rest of this. Hold on. All right.
Which disproportionately hurt black people and poor people. So both my grandmothers lived in a community.
Black people and poor people, had to throw that in.
This is the community I live in now, where there are 17 toxic release inventory facilities that are polluting our air, water, and our soil. And so the black policy that I have, as you articulated it so well, is finding where there are the injustices in environment and education.
No! That's not a black policy, man. No.
With gun violence and everything that we can do, putting the resources toward them.
That's not, no, gun violence, no. Yeah, gun violence, no. Y'all stumping for gun violence because of what happened to the white kids. Don't act like that's a black policy. You guys are out there jumping around and flopping around for the white kids, dude. That's an issue, that gun reform, that's an issue on their behalf. Our issue is economic. If we get the right resources and economics in our community, we wouldn't have gun violence. I'm gonna play the rest in a minute. If we had the right resource, our issue is resources. It stems from lack of resources. Cats in certain black areas that are impoverished, the thing that fuels the violence is the lack of economics. Because now people have to start getting into the underground economy. And with the underground economy, it's not policed as it should be by the OGs. The OGs used to police the community to a certain degree. You don't have that no more. So you got a lot of young niggas who ain't being policed by no OGs getting into this rah-rah nonsense over emotional shit. They don't know how to navigate in these streets, so they just pick up a gun and start clapping on each other. Yeah. But we're not playing that game that he's playing. We're just not playing that game no more. Let me play the rest of the clip with this guy. All right, hold on.
Because it's indeed the majority of my district that's being impacted, but the effects of it continue to be on everybody. And what is important to note here is that for us to seek and to be a part of liberation, and this is really important, the people who do have the resources also have a responsibility. And so when I talk about white people's engagement and involvement, it is not to say I'm just concerned about what they think or what they feel. It's because I believe white people and people of privilege and power have a
He sound like Obama, man. This is Obama 2.0.
Responsibility of choosing a social location with the people who are being marginalized because they have our money and our resources, and they have a lot of what they have because of what we do not.
Tell me.
Okay. Oh. Okay, this is that Obama shit. See, that's why they're trying to credential this guy so that when they put him in a position to get in office and he does a whole bunch of nothing, and we start complaining about nothing's being done, they'll wheel him out to do the nigga-splaining. Well, listen, it's we see a lot of the injustices that's going on, and it's wrong. And I me, I was out here with my dashiki on and my afro. I was out here stomping against racism. You know me, I stomped against racism harder than anybody at one point. I was really going against the racist GOP, and I don't like racism like the next man, but it's going to take some time to change people's hearts and minds. Sometimes it's to change people's hearts and minds, it's hard, and it's not going to happen overnight. But when we come together as a community and we get to know each other and remove all of the moral boundaries that we all impede upon each other. And, I hope one day maybe we can all get together and we have a we are the world kumbaya utopia one day, but we it's something that we have to work on right now. That's what I'm here to bridge that gap. That's the con game, man. They bring the Negro whisperer out for us to give us one of those I'm sorry, I can't do nothing speeches. You dig? They do the Negro speeches for us, man. It's nothing but a Negro speech. A splaining speech. We get the splaining. And I'm good on that. That's that Obama thing. Every time black folks get shot up, they send Obama out there to do the splaining about what he can't do. They would always send Obama out there to be the Negro whisperer about what the hell he can't do and how hard it is. And we can't do it overnight. Shut up. We ain't playing that game no more. We starting to get stuff done. Sit your ass down. We don't have time for the Negro whisperer. We don't have time for splaining the I wish I could speech. Real talk. We ain't got time for that. It's time to get up, shut up. Put up or shut up. It's time to do stuff. You can do things for everybody else. You can do things for non-citizens. Y'all not giving us no more damn Negro whisperer speeches. Y'all give our tax dollars to LGBT groups, white Hispanic groups, Ukrainians, non-citizens. Y'all give billions of our dollars away to people overnight. And the minute we try to get what we're supposed to get, what we're deserved, we get a whole bunch of niggas splaining. We ain't doing that no more, and we're going to question people who come around, and we're going to reject them. We're not playing the same old plantation games. And again, shout out to my sister Teslin for asking that dude the right questions. Now look at some of these Democratic shills under Teslin's account. When she asked that dude some very pertinent questions, you got a lot of these people. Well, I thought this is an actress, Yvette Nicole Brown. I thought the answer was well thought out, and he said it with his chest that he's for reparations. No, he didn't say that with his chest. He did not say that with his chest. He said, yeah, I'm for reparations, and we got to understand other people around the environment. That nigga pivoted immediately. He did not say that with his chest. Like every other black person with sense is, I think sometimes we forget there's many ways to skin a cat. Okay, stop that. Okay. This T.S. Giselle. Oh Lord, I don't even want to. I'm not gonna. That's a troll. I'm not gonna read that. Not only did you ask him about it, you tried to bully him into the answer you wanted him to hear. The man is in office. You think reparations are the only thing on his agenda? Girl, grow up. Stop it. Stop it. So now you have the Democratic shills in here splaining. All right. Now they splaining. All right. Hold on. All right. So we look. We peeping the game out, man, and we just not going for the okie doke. We're not going for the okie doke, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get them tangibles. We got to get something specifically for Foundation of Black Americans. I'm not co-signing. We're not co-signing none of this performative nonsense. And what they want with these two guys, what they need is for them to get some grassroots credentials. They need you on the grassroots to co-sign these guys. That's very important to legitimize them. And we're not doing that right now. We're not legitimizing that. And don't you be ashamed to not do it. And all of this stuff about, well, y'all some haters. These childlike schoolyard taunts, that's not going to stop us from calling this dude out and calling out these same tactics that they always use on us of benign neglect. We're not doing benign neglect. I support any politician who's speaking up for black issues. Our brother Greg Marcel Dixon, he's a politician. I just put money on Greg's campaign the other day. I support that brother wholeheartedly because he speaks up with his chest for black issues. Any politician, and you get in the political arena, you're speaking up for black issues, specifically tangibles for us, I'm rocking with you. If you are not, I ain't rocking with you. You got these DNC shills talking about, y'all just jealous because he getting some shine. That's your projection because you value white acceptance. You think white people giving you fake pats on the back is shine. That's what you value. We don't value that over here. Because we heard y'all just jealous of his shine. We don't give a damn about fake white validation. We're all about tangibles for our community. What are we going to get as a foundational black American community, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we're talking about. We ain't concerned with getting some damn shine. That's childlike. We're all about what black people are going to get as a collective. That's the name of the game. And I damn sure don't need no shine from some phony suspected white supremacists. We don't need that kind of shine. What kind of shine is that? That's not shine. I don't need shine from that. Me. I got a #1 movie out now. My movie American Maroon. You go to Amazon, it's #1 right now. I damn sure and I'm not in the need of some shine from some damn phonies who's trying to get black folks to push a Trojan horse agenda. You know? We don't need that kind of validation. We're trying to get tangibles for black people. And this whole thing where you're going to talk around black issues, that's a dead deal. We ain't doing that no more. If you are going to run around here with dashikis and throwing up your black fists and doing the Wakanda forever and all this, we're going to ask you what you're going to do for black people specifically, and you are not going to talk around that. You ain't talking around that. We're putting everybody's feet to the fire as far as that. You're not going to use our blackness to boost up your resume so that you can use the clout that we give you to usher in other policies for the LGBT and white organizations and all of these other non-black groups just so you can get personal benefits. That's not going to happen. Get you, your dashiki, your afro, and your Black Eyed Pea member looking homeboy and go get in Tamika Mallory's goddamn Cadillac and drive your asses off back to Al Sharpton's house. That's what you can do, but we ain't going for the bullshit. Anyway, y'all, that's been today's episode. Yes, indeed. Family, speaking of the movie American Maroon, go get the movie American Maroon at American-Maroon.com. Y'all need to watch that movie American Maroon. American-Maroon.com. You look at it right here in the thing. You can even watch it on FBAstream.com. We got a reality show that we got coming on FBA Stream in a couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a reality show. Where's my phone? We got a reality show. Tariq Nasheed's Museum Life. Ladies and gentlemen. Man. Hold on one second. Oh, I got to holler at some people. Okay. Tariq Nasheed's Museum Life. Listen, guys. Come to the museum. If you're in LA, come to the Hidden History Museum, man. We're open 11 to 4. Come up there, man. You can come get the DVDs there. We got autographed posters there. You can get my book at the museum. Free to get in 11 to 4 every day, Monday through Friday. 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard, Los Angeles. Come on through to the Hidden History Museum, lady. And we're going to have a comedy night starting Wednesdays in a couple of weeks. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, get the movie AmericanMaroon.com. And also, everybody, you can support the Hidden History Museum by giving a recurring donation. You can do a donation every week. You can do a donation every month. Everybody at least do a $10 donation minimum on a recurring basis. That would be great. If all of you could do a recurring donation, $10 on the Hidden History Museum website, that would be phenomenal. That helps the children that we have coming to the museum. That keeps everything going, ladies and gentlemen. And anyway, let me get up out of here.